السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على حبيبنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Welcome everybody back to the Qur'anic Arabic study. Alhamdulillah, another class, another week. Alhamdulillah, happy to be back. Happy to have you guys here, inshallah. Let's share my screen, inshallah, and go over last week's notes and things we covered, bi'idhnillahi azza wa jal. So let's just oh, here we go. Now I disappeared now. Okay, alhamdulillah. Allowed to talk. There we go. Everybody, welcome, Sister Claire, Mariana, Zui. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing well, inshallah. I don't know where my picture went here. How to get it back? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, alhamdulillah. So last week was a pretty interesting class. We went over al-dama'ir. It's called al-dama'ir, which is the plural of damirun, which is a pronoun or pronouns. And we covered, which is, he, she, they, dual, they, plural, right? You, me, I, so we went over all of this, inshallah. You can see here, I put a chart in the notes here with the translation so it become more clear. Because on the right here, this is what we did last class, and then when I uploaded the notes, there's a nice clear chart here to show you the meanings. So we covered al-dama'ir, pronouns, and then we said the dama'ir are in two categories. You have al-munfasil, which is something that's separated. Something that's munfasil is something that's separated, okay? And then we have muttasil, something that is attached, okay? So munfasil, separated, muttasil, attached, okay? So we covered those two things. Let's here enlarge my screen a bit here. Okay, so there we go. So here we have attached pronoun, so damir muttasil. Okay, that's attached pronoun, and we have versus damirun munfasilun, a detached pronoun. So here we have, huwa, when it's munfasil, when it's written on its own in a sentence, if we said huwa talibun, he is a student, right? Then huwa would stand on its own. But here, this is an attached pronoun, damirun muttasilun. So here we would say kitabuhu, his book. So it would be attached like this. This is how huwa would look like if it's attached to a word. And then that would create the mudaf, mudafun ilay construction. Kitabuhu, his book. The possession would fall on the hu here, his book, okay? Then we have huma, which is masculine dual. So huwa is masculine singular, meaning he or it, okay? And huma is masculine dual, they, okay? So in Arabic, singular is called mufrad. This is what this means here. Mufradun means singular, okay? And the dual is called muthanna. Muthanna in Arabic means dual. Okay, so huma means they. So this can be for male or female, or sorry, yeah, male or female. Okay, as you would see down here. Um, and when it's on its own, it's written huma. Huma talibani. They are students, meaning they are two students. Okay. And if you wanted to do it muttasil, you would say kitabuhuma. So their book. So the two of those people, that's their book. Okay. Or baytuhuma, their house. Those two people, that's their house. Okay. Then we have jam'un. So mufradun singular, muthanna dual, jam'un plural. Okay, plural. See here. Hum, they, male plural. So you can say hum muslimuna. They are Muslims. Okay. And if you want to say home for someone's house or something, baytuhum. So that's the mudafun ilay, possession, baytuhum, their house. Okay. Then we have female, hiya. So remember, mufrad, muthanna, jamma. And it's all translated here. Singular, dual, plural. This is what this means. Singular, dual, plural. But now we're in the feminine category. So the first one was masculine. Mudhakkar, mudhakkarun is masculine, and mu'annathun here is feminine. So mu'annathun is feminine. So huma, so we have, or first we have hiya, okay, she or it, depending on if you're talking about an intelligent being like a lady, or it if you're talking about a female noun that's non-intelligent, like a car, sayyaratun, for example. So hiya talibatun. Okay, you can say she is a student. Okay. Now, if you want to say her house, baytuha, her house, mudafun ilay. When I say, just a reminder, when I say mudafun ilay means that possession construction. Okay, so the ha here, she would be baytuha, her house. Okay. Then you have muthanna again, which is dual, huma. So huma can be used for male dual or female dual. Okay. Huma talibatani. They are two students. Okay. Let's show the construction of the mudafun ilay, possession, baytuhuma. So if you're talking about sister Fatima and sister Aisha, for example, you can say baytuhuma, their house. So their house, referring to those two ladies. Okay. Jam'un, plural. Hunna. So they plural feminine, okay, is hunna. So hunna talibatun. They are students. Okay, referring to a group of ladies. And if you want to say their house, referring to a group of ladies, baytuhunna, their house. Sayyaratuhunna, okay, their car. Qalamuhunna, their pen. Okay. Okay, so this is for the third person, ghaib, when you're talking about they, okay. Then we have mukhatabun, which is, okay, the second person. Okay, so remember these terminologies here, and they're all translated for you. Mudhakkarun, masculine, muannathun, feminine. Okay, and then mufradun, singular, muthanna, dual, jam'un, plural. So these are all the terminologies that are translated for you. And ghaib, third person, mukhatabun, second person. Mukhatab is the one you're talking to. Okay, you. Anta, the first one, singular, anta. Let's see if I can even make this a little bit bigger. There we go. It's even better. Okay, so we have anta. So anta muslimun. Okay, anta muslimun. You're talking and addressing a singular male. talking to Muhammad, for example. Say, Muhammad, anta muslimun. You are a Muslim. Okay. And if you, this is the dhamir when it's by itself, when it's munfasil, when it's not attached to another word. Okay. So you wouldn't, anta, you would never attach this to a word. You wouldn't say, for example, kitabu anta, and try to like put mush or mash that together. No. If you're trying to say your book, you would say kitabuka, your book, and that's where you'll show the possession. Okay. And that's for singular male. Okay. And then we have muthanna, the dual, antuma, and antuma, just like huma, they, the dual. So the dual in Arabic is interchangeable. Remember this, the dual in Arabic is interchangeable for the pronouns between male and female dual. Okay. So huma, they dual male, huma, they dual female. Okay. Or feminine. Okay. Antuma, you dual masculine, antuma, you dual feminine. Okay. So just to make it easy. So antuma, so you two. Antuma muslimani, you are Muslims. Okay. And then you have kuma. Okay. So this will be an attached pronoun now. The same meaning, you, but now you're attaching this pronoun to something. So here you wouldn't say, if you wanted to say your house to these two men, you wouldn't say be to antuma. No, you wouldn't say it like that. You would use that's damir munfasil. So you would use the damir muttasil. So you'd say baytukuma, your house, and addressing two men. Okay. Or two ladies. Okay. Baytukuma. Anybody have any questions so far? Okay, so the next one here we have antum. So this is the plural male, jam'un, which is plural. You, antum. Okay, antum muslimuna. You are Muslims, addressing a group of men. Okay, that's the dhamir munfasil, the detached pronoun or separated pronoun. Then you have kum, Baytukum, your house. Rabbukum, your Lord. Okay. Now, so this is kum. Anti. So now we're in mukhatab, second person. Mu'annathun, feminine. Okay. Let's go for the first one here. Mufradun, singular. Anti. Anti talibatun. You are a student. Anti muslimatun, you are a Muslim, addressing singular female. Okay, singular female. Anti. And then if you want to make it the mudaf ilayh construction to show possession, you would say baytuki, your house. Sayyaratuki, your car. Okay, qalamuki, your pen. Okay. Antuma, just like up here for the males. Okay, so antuma muslimatani, you are Muslims, addressing two ladies. Okay, baytukuma, your house, addressing two ladies. So the difference between the dhamir munfasil and the dhamir muttasil, a detached pronoun and attached pronoun. Okay, and then we have the jam'un, which is the plural, jam'un. Antunna, you, talking about a group of women. Okay, so if you're in the masjid and you're talking to three sisters, antunna muslimatun, you are Muslims. Okay, talking to a group of three women or more. Okay, if you want to make this an attached pronoun, dhamirun muttasilun, kunna. Baytukunna, your house. Okay, sayyaratukunna, your car. Kitabukunna, your book. Okay, Rabbukunna, your Lord. Okay, and that's for plural, feminine. Then we have mutakallimun, okay, which is the first person when you're talking about yourself. Okay, so mufrad, so ana, me, I. Okay, so you can say ana muslimun, I'm a Muslim. For the ladies, they would say ana muslimatun, I'm a Muslim. Okay, ana talibun, for a male, ana talibun, I'm a student. For a female, she would say ana talibatun, I'm a student. Okay, now that's for dhamirun munfasilun, so that's a detached pronoun, right? So when you're attaching it, you want to show possession. So this is actually very useful. I was saying last class. So the yeah here, you just attach this yeah to any word, and preceding it will be a kasra. Okay, so and then you show possession of that thing to yourself. Okay, so we have the word kitabun, book. If you want to say my book, kitabi. Okay, sayyaratun, car. Sayyarati, my car. Masjidun, mosque. Masjidi, my mosque. Qalamun, pen. Qalami, my pen. So you just go e at the end of any word, and then it makes it gives possession of that thing to you. Okay, ibni, my son. Zawjati, my wife. Sadiqi, my friend. Okay, fulusi, my money. Okay, so you just go e at the end. You add any noun you have, just add the ya, attach the ya at the end of the word, and preceding it will be a kasra. So that word plus e will make it yours. Okay. So jam'un. So this is first person. Mutakallimun, first person. Mudhakkarun wa muannathun, masculine and feminine when you're talking about first person. So now we have jam'un. Nahnu. Okay, nahnu muslimuna, we are Muslims. Or and if there's you and a group of people, for example, you and a group of three or more, you say nahnu, depending on if there's males in the group or females. But for example, if you're a group of women, three or more, for example, you would say nahnu muslimatun, we are Muslims. Okay, but if it was a man talking for himself and a few other brothers, they would say nahnu muslimuna, we are Muslims. But nahnu can also be used for dual, right? So you can say if it's me and my friend, me, my friend Ahmed or something, we would say nahnu muslimani, we are Muslims. Okay, sister Fatima and Aisha are together, and then Fatima says nahnu muslimatani, we are two Muslims. Okay, now to show possession of something, okay, Claire, inshallah, 1 second, just gonna finish this last one. So this last one here is na. So nahnu, we. So na. So we attach na to the end of a word to show possession. Mudaf, mudafun ilay. So kitabuna, our book. Rabbuna, our Lord. Masjiduna, our masjid. Qalamuna, our pen. Sayyaratuna, our car. Okay, so that shows possession for we. Okay. Yes, Sister Claire, go ahead.
Okay, the we, when you clarified masculine, feminine, what about if it's like a husband and wife and they want to say we, then what gender would it use?
What gender would it use in that case? You would
Yeah,
go not discriminating against women at all, but you would
but
go
with masculine?
you would go with the masculine.
Okay.
Just for example, I'm giving a lecture and there's 100 women in the crowd, and there's like 40 men or something like that. You would address it like as if you're talking to, well, maybe not that much of a difference, but you would address the crowd as in the masculine. You would
Okay.
address the crowd in the masculine. Yeah.
And
So,
then one other question I have, just to clarify. So when
sure.
it is the attachment of the pronoun is usually showing possession, right?
Right.
Just to clarify that. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
whenever you're using it in the possessive, it is attached.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Because so when it's attached, it's attached to something. So that automatically means it will be showing possession of that thing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
One other thing, I will be leaving early today. We're going on a road trip, but that should not stop. So probably I'll sign out around 1:15-ish.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
inshallah. You're
Yeah,
welcome. You're
inshallah.
welcome. Welcome. Okay, so alhamdulillah. Okay, so and this is what we went over last class. We don't need to go over it now, but this is just the worksheets I gave you guys to show this chart really I think gets the message home here with a translation here. So and here's the worksheets that were for last class. So this is showing you how everything works. So here this is the lamir muttasil, huwa, he or it, masculine singular, and then you have what it looks like when it's attached here. So kitabuhu, fi kitabihi. Remember, because we studied prepositions, so that makes the word follow take kesra, right? So this is what it looks like. Kitabuhuma, kitabuhum, kitabuha. So his book, their book, male dual. Their book, male plural. Her book, female singular. Their book, dual. Okay. Their book, dual, feminine. Their book, plural, female. Okay, so kitabuhunna. So it shows you how how it's written when it's attached. Kitabuka, kitabukuma, kitabukum, kitabuki, kitabukuma, kitabukunna, kitabi, my book, kitabuna, our book. Okay, so remember when I said just to show possession of something to yourself, you just add the e, so that ya preceded by a kesra, as you see here. Okay, so that's for that. And then you have this worksheet here, how you just the answers are all right here, and it just gets you familiar with writing everything out. And then the same thing here, beituhu, beituhuma, beituhum, beituha, fi beitihi, fi beitihima, fi beitihim, fi beitiha. Okay, it's changing to a kesra here because of the preposition fi. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is the worksheet for that as well. So you can just, the answers for all of this here are right here. Okay. Now, okay, so moving to today's lesson. I just want to read the points to remember of the lesson first in and English here, and then we'll go into the Arabic and start the lesson, inshallah. So we're going to learn this class about something called natun, okay? Natun, so which is, or sifatun, which means an adjective. Okay, so you have the nat, which is the adjective, and the man'ut, which is the thing being described, or the sifa, which is adjective, or the mawsuf is the thing being described. So here, the term they're using in the book is nat. So natun means adjective, and man'ut is the noun that it qualifies. Okay, so which is the thing being described. So nat is the adjective, the description, and the man'ut is the thing being described. Okay, so the adjective in Arabic, follows the noun. Okay, so like in English, we would say, "Oh, this is a big house." Big would come before house, but in Arabic, you would say, "Oh, this is a house big." It would follow. The adjective would follow the noun that it's qualifying, right? So the adjective in Arabic follows the noun. Unlike English, it comes after the noun. So a new house. So here, let's see if I can. There we go. Okay, so a new house. So see here, the description is new, okay, and it comes before house in English. So and then in Arabic here, we have baytun, which is house. Jadidun means new. So literally, if you just translated it, you would be like house new. But but that's not a correct way of translating a new house. It would mean, right? But it's just, the point is that the adjective comes after the noun it's qualifying in Arabic. So baytun jadidun means a new house. Okay, so in Arabic, the adjective is called nat, and the noun it qualifies is called man'ut. The adjective is in agreement with the noun in the following matters. Okay, so gender. Okay, so gender. So we wouldn't say, for example, kitabun jadidatun. No, because jadidatun, adding that tun there means it's describing something feminine. Okay, so we would say kitabun jadidun. Okay, so jadidun is also masculine because the thing it's describing is masculine, considered masculine Arabic. Kitabun is a masculine word, okay? So, or masculine noun. So kitabun jadidun. Okay, so it matches in gender. Okay, sayyaratun. Now the thing that is being mentioned right now, the noun that's being mentioned is feminine. So kitabun, so how would we say a new car? Can anybody tell me? Nisar, welcome. Tafaddal, go ahead. There we go. Nisar, assalamu alaikum. Sorry, your voice is very distant.
Now, so now
there we go. Mashallah, better, much better.
Sayyaratun dutun.
Sayyaratun jadidatun. Good, yes. So see what Brother Nisar did there? You have the word jadidun, okay, new, which is a male word, okay? But now when you're describing something feminine, you also have to change that adjective into feminine. So, and all you do is add the tun at the end. So sayyaratun jadidatun. So a new car, okay? Baytun, house, jadidun. okay, new house. Kitabun jadidun, a new book. Okay, so the first thing the adjective has to agree with, the adjective of masculine noun is masculine, and that of a feminine noun is feminine. Okay, so here are some examples. Bintun saghiratun. So saghir means small. Saghir means small. Bintun saghiratun. So the word here on its own is saghirun, small. But now we're talking about a girl, so we have to change it to a feminine. Bintun saghiratun, a small girl. Okay. Now look at saghirun. Okay. Waladun, boy. Saghirun, a small boy. See, you wouldn't say waladun saghiratun. You see? Sayyaratun. Oh, there's no shadda here. There should be sayyaratun jadidatun. So we add this ta marbuta. It's called ta marbuta. Okay, so jadidatun, because on its own normally it's jadidun. Okay, but now we're talking about a car, so it has to match it in gender. See here, gender. The first thing at nat, the adjective, the first thing an adjective, or one of the things an adjective should match the noun it's qualifying in is gender. The genders have to match up. Okay, when you're describing something. So sayyaratun jadidatun, a new car. Kitabun jadidun. You wouldn't say kitabun jadidatun. You wouldn't say that because kitabun is a male word. Okay, so I hope that's clear, inshallah. So the first thing a nat agrees with in the noun it's qualifying is in gender, has to agree in gender. Okay, the second thing is being definite or indefinite. Okay, if the noun is definite, the adjective is also definite. And if the noun is indefinite, so also is the adjective. So example, okay. So we have Bilalun mudarrisun jadidun. Okay, mudarrisun jadidun. So Bilal is a new teacher. Okay, so what we want to focus on here is this construction here, mudarrisun jadidun. Okay, so we're talking about Bilal, and he's a teacher. What kind of teacher is he? A new teacher. Okay, so this agrees with the gender here. Mudarrisun is male, jadidun is also male. Okay, and it's indefinite. Okay, so this noun is indefinite as well. There's no alif and lam attached to it. Okay, so mudarrisun jadidun. Now, okay, so here the breakdown of the sentence is this. Who can tell me? Is this an jumlatun fi'liyatun or jumlatun ismiya? Is it a verbal sentence or a nominal sentence? Who can tell me that? So a verbal sentence is a sentence that starts with a verb, and a nominal sentence is a sentence that starts with a noun. So does this sentence start with a noun or a verb?
It's noun.
Right. What noun does the sentence start with?
Bilal.
Exactly, Bilal. Okay. So in Arabic, that's called al-mubtada. Okay, al-mubtada, the subject. Okay, the subject, Bilalun. Okay. Okay, and then what is the news about Bilal? Mudarrisun. Mudarrisun. Okay, that's the khabar in Arabic. So if I just said to you guys, we're just sitting there and I just said Bilalun, I just said that, you guys would be like, okay, what's next? Like, what about Bilal? What's the news about Bilal? So the subject of the sentence is Bilal. Bilalun, everybody's waiting. So you think of it like a book that's closed. Bilalun. So what about it? Or what about him? mudarrisun. Okay, the news about Bilal, which in Arabic is called al-khabar, or the predicate. Okay, so you have the subject and the predicate. So the subject is Bilal, and this is the construction of a nominal sentence. Okay, you have the subject and the predicate. You have the mubtada and the khabar in Arabic, the subject and the predicate. Okay, so and then what's describing the predicate here? The khabar is jadidun. Okay, so he's a teacher. What kind of teacher? A new teacher. So, and there's no alif and lam to make it definite, and it's male as well. So it matches mudarrisun perfectly. Okay, it's this is an adjective qualifying this noun, or the noun that it qualifies is indefinite and masculine. Okay, so here's the next sentence. Al-mudarrisul jadidu fil fasli. Okay, the new teacher is in the class. Okay, so al-mudarrisu, is this definite or indefinite?
Definite.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because it starts with the teacher.
Yes, exactly. So al-mudarrisu, so the alif and lam makes this word definite. Okay, and can we say al-mudarrisun? You know how we have jadidun, mudarrisun. Can we say al-mudarrisun? Can we say that? No, we can't say that because these words are not definite. They don't have an alif and lam here. That's why there's this new nation, mudarrisun, jadidun. But as soon as an alif and lam is introduced on these words, the new nation, the is gone. Okay, that's called the tanween. Okay, so al-mudarrisu, you would never say al-mudarrisun, never. Okay, al-jadidun, no. So al-mudarrisu, al-jadidu, or if you read it all together, al-mudarrisul jadidu. Okay, so here we go. Al-mudarrisu is masculine or feminine? Who can tell me? Al-mudarrisu?
Masculine.
Masculine. Okay, great. And we already said it's definite as well because of the alif and lam. Now let's look at al-jadidu. Al-jadidu is definite or indefinite?
Definite.
Definite. And is it male or female?
Male.
Male. So this is an adjective we're happy with here. It's matching everything it's supposed to. Al-jadidu is male and it's also definite. So al-mudarrisu al-jadidu, or al-mudarrisu al-jadidu, the new teacher. What about the new teacher? Fil fasli, is in the classroom. Okay, so the adjective, or a not the in Arabic. So the adjective agrees with the thing it's describing in gender. Okay, we did that the first one here, in gender. Okay, and being definite or indefinite. We have the alif and lam here, it's definite. We have no alif and lam here because it's describing something indefinite. Okay, so definite or indefinite. Okay, and then here we have case. Remember at the beginning where we talked about marfu'un, which is when a word takes a dhamma. Then you have mansubun, when the word takes a fatha. Okay, and you have majrurun, when the word takes a kasra. Okay, so these are the cases. Okay, so the adjective has to agree in gender, definite or indefinite, and now case. It also has to agree in case. So let's see some examples here. So case. The adjective is in the same case as the man'ut. Okay, the thing it's describing. Okay. Hada baytun jadidun. Okay, this is a new house. Okay, so baytun is male, jadidun is male. Okay, the first thing checks out. Okay, the gender. Okay, baytun jadidun. Is baytun definite or indefinite? It's indefinite. Okay, jadidun also indefinite. There's no alif and lam here. Okay, so that checks out as well. They're both indefinite. Okay, and the case. Oh, they're both. Is baytun marfu'un, mansubun, or majrurun? Who can tell me? Is baytun in the nominative case, accusative case, or the genitive case? Who can tell me that? So genitive case would mean it takes a kasra. Accusative case would mean it takes a fatha. And that nominative case means it would take a dhamma.
It's a nominative case.
Yes, yes. So and because for it to be in the genitive case and the accusative case, we look to what comes before it. If it's in the accusative case, there'll be usually a verb behind it that's causing an action to take place on that noun. So then when there's a fatha there, okay? So for example, if I said in Arabic, qara'tu, I read, al-kitaba, I read the book. So now al-kitaba is a word that's in the accusative case. It takes a fatha. Why? Because the action of my reading is falling on the book. So it puts it in the accusative case. The action of reading is falling upon the book. So it puts it into the accusative case. Okay. So, and if I say fi kitabihi, it's in the genitive case because of the preposition behind it, fi. Okay. But here there's nothing causing it to change out of its original case, which is the nominative case. Okay. That makes sense, inshallah. So hada baytun jadidun. So the cases match. The gender matches, jadidun matches, it's male, indefinite, and nominative. Great. We're happy with the situation here. Okay. Ana fi baytin jadidin. Okay. I am in a new house. Okay. So remember what I said? Fi, when we studied before, fi is a preposition and it causes the word after it to take a kasra. You can see here. So this preposition puts this word in the genitive case, majroor in Arabic. Okay. So the adjective now has to follow the thing it's describing in gender. Okay, male, definite, indefinite. Yep, this is definitely indefinite. Definitely indefinite. And you can see by the tanween here too, the in. So, and then also it follows it in case. They're both in the genitive case. So this adjective agrees with the thing it's describing and all of those things. Al-baytu al-jadidu jamilun. So al-baytu al-jadidu jamilun. The new house is beautiful. Okay, so al-baytu, which is the subject of the sentence, okay, is definite, al, okay, it's male, okay, so that's the second thing, and it's in the nominative case, okay, so it's in the nominative case, meaning it takes a dhamma, al-baytu. So let's check out al-jadidu. Yes, it's definite, okay, has a alif and lam, it's male, okay, and it's in the nominative case. Perfect. Everything checks out. Okay, so you wouldn't say al-baytu al-jadidatu. No. Okay, and just because al-baytu ends with a ta here doesn't mean that it's feminine. Okay, this is just how the word is written. It's not a feminine word. Okay, so al-baytu al-jadidu, the new house, What about it? So again, the nominal sentence is made up of the subject and the predicate. The subject and the predicate. Okay, these are the two pillars of the nominal sentence. So you have the subject and the predicate. So, or al-mubtada, the subject, and al-khabar, the predicate. Okay. So al-baytu is the subject, of this sentence right here. Al-baytul jadidu. This is the nat, the adjective of the subject. Okay. So this isn't a complete sentence. So if you cut this off, if you cut jamilun off, al-baytul jadidu, the new house, and I stop there. So Brother Nisar, me and you were sitting down having shai, we're having tea, and I looked at you and I say, Al-Baytul Jadidu, the new house, and I just stopped talking. You would say, what does he mean here? The new house. What about the new house? Tell me the information, tell me the news about the new house. I need to know, right? So and what about the new house? Jamilun is beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. So Jamilun is the predicate or the khabar of the sentence. So the sentence is not complete without the word jamilun. Al-baytul jadidu, the new house, jamilun, is beautiful. Okay. Man, so definite, nominative, male. Okay. Man fil baitil jadidi. Okay. Who is in the new house? Who is in the new house? Okay, so man, who, fi, in, al-bayti, al-jadidi. So al-bayti is definite or indefinite?
Al-bayti is the definite.
It's definite. Okay, it's definite. Great. Okay, so what case is it in? Marfu', majroor, mansub. Marfu' nominative, majroor genitive, mansub accusative.
This is accusative?
No, accusatives with the fatha.
Oh, okay.
Genitive is with the kasra. And genitive in Arabic is majroorun, majroor. So it's majroor, right? Okay, so you have definite. It's in the genitive case because of fi. Fi is causing that word to be from al-baytu to be fil bayti. Okay, and it is male. Okay, so you have those are the three qualities about it. Okay, so you look to al-jadidi. Okay, definite. Okay, yep, that's definite. This is male. Okay, male word. And the genitive case. Okay, and the genitive case. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, one thing, yeah, okay, so the three things that it has to agree with is the gender, being definite or indefinite, the case, and also the number. The number is something, the last thing that it's not mentioned here, but it is the number. It's pretty obvious, but it's worth mentioning. So for example, Baytani, Jadidani. So that's two houses. So it matches in number. Okay. Yeah. So that would be the last case. Al-adad. It's called in Arabic al-adad, which is the number. Okay. So if you're talking about one thing, okay, like for example, huma muslimani jadidani. So they are two new Muslims. Two new Muslims. Okay. So it would match in number. Okay. Now, okay, so then we have adjectives ending in an have no tanween. Okay, so this is just an exception to the rule. They're just making a point on the side. So the words on this kind of pattern, kaslanu, So you'll hear the same sound come out, even though those are different words. It'll be anu, anu, anu. You'll hear that. So words on this pattern, when the more you study Arabic, you'll see that there's words that have patterns. And mashallah, like the scholars of the language have mashallah, lots of good teachers have made nice, beautiful charts to break everything down. But words are on patterns, and you can see, like, for example, you have a word and then it's plural, and those plurals are on patterns. So you can start to decipher how to figure out the plurals and everything like that, and the patterns of different verbs and words. Okay, so kaslanu, jawanu, atshanu, ghadbanu, mal'anu. Okay, so words on this kind of pattern, okay, don't take a tanween. They don't take the sound. You don't say kaslanun, jaw'anun. You don't say that. Okay, so this is just how it is in Arabic. They don't take a tanween. Okay, so this is just a side point. Okay, if you forget it, hopefully you don't, but if you forget it, it's not a deal breaker. You know, you'll eventually learn this again, inshallah. Yeah, here's some of the vocabulary here. Inshallah, you can read on your own. And it's important as you're going through these lessons to keep trying to learn this vocabulary and try to retain these words and stuff like that, because the mufradat in Arabic, the vocabulary, will help you start to be able to speak and make like basic sentences. Okay. Okay, so part B, so we're just covering this part first. Okay, so yeah, let's go into part A here, into the Arabic, inshallah. Okay, scroll up here. I'm just gonna minimize that. Okay. Yeah, lesson 9 is a pretty big lesson here. Okay, lesson 9. الدرس التاسع, lesson 9. Okay, can I have a couple volunteers, maybe 2 volunteers? For example, somebody reads the first sentence, next person reads the next one. Is anybody willing to volunteer, inshallah?
Naam, inshallah.
Okay, Nisar is ready to volunteer. So we have Claire, Mariana, Zui. Do any of you want to volunteer? Inshallah. Okay. Anytime I'll do it with Nisar, and then anytime you guys feel you want to jump in and participate, I encourage you guys to. Then you're welcome to it anytime, inshallah. Okay, brother Nisar, you can kick it off.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Man hazar rajulu.
Yeah. Man hadha rajulu. Okay. Who is this man? Okay. Okay. Huwa Abbasun. He is Abbas. Okay.
Abbasun. Abbasun. Fazirun.
Tajirun.
Tajirun.
Okay, so again, you're extending the e sound, like how you see the kasra here under the jim. So you're saying tajirun. You would be right if there was a ya here between the ra and the jim, but there's no ya, right? Like, you know, when we say Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahim, when we're talking about Allah, one of Allah's names, Ar-Rahim. So we have the ya is in that word, or Al-Kareem, Al-Kareem. Okay, but here there's no ya, so you don't say tajirun, you say tajirun, tajirun. Okay, so try again. Abbasun
Tajirun.
Tajirun. Okay, great, mashallah. So Abbas is a merchant. Abbasun tajirun ghaniyun. Okay, Abbas is a rich merchant. Ghaniyun. So here we have Abbas. He's the subject of the sentence, right? This sentence right here. This sentence right here is these are all nominal sentences, but this is a nominal sentence. And we said the nominal sentence consists of what two main pillars? Can somebody remind us?
First, start with noun.
Right. A nominal sentence starts with a noun. Yeah. So, and what are the two main pillars of a nominal sentence? Al-mubtada, which is the subject. Okay. And what's the other thing? Do you guys remember?
Adjective.
No, it's the khabar, the predicate. So you have the subject and the predicate. So the thing that's being talked about, and then the news, the information about that thing. So Abbasun, okay, Abbas, the person named Abbas, okay, is the subject of the sentence. What about him? Tajirun. He's a merchant. Abbas is a merchant, okay? That's the khabar about Abbas. That's the news about Abbas, the predicate. Okay, so Abbasun, subject, Tajirun is the predicate, and the adjective is Ghaniyun. Okay, he's rich. What kind of merchant? A rich merchant. Okay, so that's the breakdown of this sentence here. Subject, predicate, so al-mubtada, al-khabar, and nat, the adjective. Okay, is that clear to everybody? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so Brother Nisar,
Naam.
you want to just read this one? And
Hamidu mudarrasu.
Hamidun
Hamidun mudarrasun.
mudarrisun. So it's under the shadda, so this means it's a kasra. Okay, so mudarrisun. Hamidun mudarrisun.
Hamidun mudarrisun.
Yes. Okay, so Hamid, what about Hamid? Hamid is a teacher. Okay, Hamidun mudarrisun jadidun. Okay, Hamid is a teacher. What kind of teacher? A new teacher. Okay, subject, predicate, adjective. Subject, predicate, adjective. So Hamid is a new teacher. Okay, so we just studied about the adjectives, right? So here is the adjective jadidun. So the noun it qualifies is mudarrisun. Mudarrisun is we said it has to match in gender. Mudarrisun is male, jadidun is male. Mudarrisun is indefinite, so is jadidun. Okay, and the case, okay, nominative takes a dhamma or two dhammas. Mudarrisun jadidun, so matches in case and number. One, this is talking about one teacher, so jadidun. Okay, now, okay, go ahead, Brother Nisar.
Ma hada.
Yeah, ma hada. What is this? It's a question. What is this? Ma means what? Hada, this. Ma hada. What is this? Hada tufahun. This is an apple. Okay. Hada tufahun. This is an apple. Okay. Go ahead, Brother Nisar.
Atfa.
التفاح التفاح
التفاح
okay.
فاكي hazu
fakihatun
fakihatun lazijafun.
التفاح فاكهة لذيذة. Okay.
Lazijatun.
Yeah. Okay. So the apple is a delicious fruit. Okay. Okay. So ما ذلك? What is that? ما ذلك? So we had ما هذا. So ما هذا, what is this? Okay. Okay. The demonstrative pronoun this. ما هذا, something close, nearby. وما ذلك, something that's at a distance. And what is that? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Zalika yusfurun.
عصفور.
That is bird.
Yeah, the bird, or literally a sparrow. Okay. ذلك عصفور. Okay. العصفور طائر صغير. العصفور, the sparrow, is a small bird. The sparrow is a small bird. Okay, so nominal sentence or verbal sentence? Is this a nominal sentence or a verbal sentence? Is this
Nominum.
nominal sentence? Okay. And then again, nominal sentences, the pillars of a nominal sentence are what again? Those two things I mentioned before.
Subject and
Subject
and object, like a cover.
Yeah, khabar. Yeah, it's khabar is not object, but subject is predicate. Predicate. So subject, predicate. So al-mubtada is the subject, and al-khabaru is the predicate. Subject, predicate, subject, predicate. Just remember that. Al-mubtada, al-khabar. Al-mubtada, al-khabar. Okay. So those are the two pillars. Okay. So where's the mubtada? What does this sentence mean? Al-usfuru ta'irun saghirun. The sparrow is a small bird. Bird, ta'irun. Ta'irun comes from the verb tara. Tara, which is to fly. So look how when you start to learn the roots of Arabic words, things start to make sense. And when it's called morphology, when you look to the roots of the language, the root letters of things, and you can see how different letters are added to those roots, and it's connected to the same meaning, and then you can the language starts to unfold for you even more when you start to study that science, and that will come inshallah. So ta'irun is from the verb tara, which is to fly. And so listen carefully at what I'm saying. So ta'irun is a bird. Ta'iratun is a plane. And they both come from the verb tara. So you have the ta, alif, and the ra. Tara, to fly. Ta'irun is a bird. Ta'iratun is a plane, is the, and then tayyarun is the pilot. Okay. Matarun is the place of planes, which is a airport. Okay. See how it's similar. You can hear the tara, and all these words I mentioned. It's all tied in together. So yeah, that's called sarf, morphology. Okay. So al-usfuru ta'irun saghirun. So the al-usfur is what? Is the khabar? Is al-usfur the khabar, the predicate, or what is the function of al-usfur in this sentence? Is it the subject or the predicate?
Subject.
Correct. Okay. So and in Arabic that's called what? The subject. Al-mubtada'u. Al-mubtada'u.
Al-mubtadu and then al-khabaru.
Al-khabaru, where's the khabar? Where's the khabar about where the al-usfur, the sparrow? Where's the khabar about it?
Kabur is the second word.
طائر.
Tairun.
طائر. So العصفور, the sparrow, is a bird. Okay, so there you go. That's a complete sentence. The sparrow is a bird. Now we have something additional, which is صغير. What type of bird? A small bird. Okay, so that is the nat, the adjective. Okay, I'm going to keep mentioning these terms so you get used to it. So al-mubtada'u, subject, al-khabaru, predicate, and na'tu, adjective. Okay, who wants to read this one?
Al-araitu.
Al-arabiyatu.
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 Okay.
Fatu.
Lughatun.
Lugatun. Sahulatun.
Sahlatun.
Sahlatun.
Sahlatun. Okay, so al-arabiyatu, Arabic. Lughatun, language, is a language. What kind of language? Sahlatun, an easy language. So al-arabiyatu is so Arabic is an easy language, even though it may not seem easy to you right now, but mashallah, may Allah make it easy for all of us. Allahumma ameen. So al-arabiyatu lughatun sahlatun. So this is a nominal sentence. The subject or al-mubtada'u is al-arabiyatu, Arabic. Lughatun, this is the khabar, the predicate, the news, the information about Arabic. It's a language. And now what kind of language? An easy language. This is the nat. So al-mubtada, al-khabar, and nat. Subject, predicate, adjective. Okay? Now, al-arabiyyatu lughatun jamilatun. Arabic is a beautiful language. Okay? Ammarun talibun mujtahidun wa mahmudun talibun kaslanu. Okay? So Ammarun, subject. Look at, you know, like you guys have to, mashallah, when you first started learning Arabic and you were shown this the very first time, how intimidating would that be? I mean, maybe now even a little bit, you're just going, ooh, that's a lot of stuff going on here. But at the very beginning, before you learned how, you know, alif, ba, ta, before you learned all that stuff, if you were shown this sentence, subhanallah, you would be very intimidated. You would have no idea what's going on. So look how your levels are changing, you know? So just look back there and you can see how far you've come now. That's what I used to do when I was studying. You know, I would see people, you know, much more advanced than me when I first started my journey into Arabic. And I'm like, wow, you know, that person's on level 9 and I'm on level 2. Like, I wonder, you know, what they know, you know. But then I look back to when I was on level 1, you know, I was going, oh yeah, I didn't know any of that stuff. And then I got to the level 9s and the level 12s and all this stuff like that. And then, you know, you look back and you go, subhanAllah, I've come so far now. So it's all baby steps, right? So this is, again, this is a nominal sentence. Ammarun. So Ammar. What about Ammar? He's a subject. Talibun is a predicate. He's a student. What kind of student? Mujtahidun. Mujtahidun, a hard-working student. Okay? Mujtahidun. Okay? Okay. Now, wa Mahmudun. And Mahmud, what about Mahmud? Talibun, he's a student. Kaslanu, a lazy student. So Mahmud is lazy. Okay. mahmudan. And this is that pattern they wanted you to pay attention to. Kaslanu, mal'anu, jaw'anu, which is to be hungry, atshanu, which is to be thirsty. These words are on a pattern of fa'lanu, so which means that it just takes a dhamma. There's no tanween, okay? Or it could take a fatha, okay? But it just depends where it comes in the sentence. But the point is that words on this pattern don't take the nunation. You wouldn't say kaslanun ever, okay? Man anta, who are you? Man anta, ana talibun. Okay, so here they're showing you the pronouns, right? Man anta, what does that mean? Man anta. Nisar, if I said that to you, man anta.
Ana talibu.
Okay, yeah, you could say ana talibun. I am a student. Or, you know, if I say man anta, who are you? You can say ana nisar. I'm nisar, right? Okay.
Yes.
So who are you? Okay, ana talibun. So anta talibun jadidun. Okay, are you a new student? So it's a question, right? So, okay, what does it say, Nisar?
Naam, ana talibu jadidu.
Yeah, naam, ana talibun jadidun. Yes, I'm a new student. Okay, now. Okay, so iqra waktub. Okay, so this will be for your homework, inshallah. Read and write. So yeah, read and write. So just you want to read these out and write them all out. Okay, that you know, these type of exercises pay dividends you know, when you do them. So, and inshallah, the iqra waktub things I always send the audios for. So I'll send the audio for this, inshallah, and I will try to send it much earlier again this time. I get so busy with things throughout the week, but inshallah, I will try to get this to you ASAP, bi'idhnillah. Okay, so iqra waktub. So I'll send you the audio files of me reading these out. You can read along, but then also pronounce it yourself, okay? And then write it out, inshallah. Now, so then we have, okay, ضع في الفراغ في الجمل الآتية نعتا مناسبا. Okay, fill in the blank in each of the following sentences with a suitable adjective. Okay, so at this point here, they're expecting you, because of the lessons you've gone through already, you're starting to build some vocabulary, okay, and the meanings of some words. Okay, so you have to, you know, comb through your mind or go back into the lessons and figure out what adjectives you can put in here and figure out what these things mean. So you have Khadijatu talibatun. So Khadija is a student, but what kind of student? What kind of student? So you have to find a suitable adjective to put in here. Okay. Khalidun tajirun. Khalid is a merchant. What kind of a merchant is he? So before we had example above was ghaniyun. Ghaniyun, which we've learned before, means rich, wealthy. Okay, so Khalidun tajirun ghaniyun. You could put ghaniyun there. Okay, and then I've sent in the group a couple of times now the Arabic solutions, okay, that give you the answers to all of these, but don't go to that right away, because then you're not thinking of it yourself. That's just there to aid you, you know. So and what they want you to do here is make sure you're adhering to the rules of the adjective, making sure that it agrees with the thing it's describing in gender, in its case, in definite, indefinite, or in number. Okay, so Khalidun tajirun ghaniyun. Okay, Khalid is a rich or wealthy merchant. Okay, and then we read this before in the above. Okay, so al-arabiyyatu lughatun sahlatun. So we have to find a noun or an adjective that is suitable for the word lughatun. Al-Arabiyatu, Arabic. Lughatun is a language. What kind of language? Sahlatun, easy language. Or sa'batun, hard language. Okay, but in the above they wrote sahlatun. Okay, al-usfuru ta'irun. I mean, the answers are in the above for most of these. So al-usfuru, so the sparrow. Ta'irun, and what did it say above? Saghirun. So the sparrow is a bird. What kind of bird? Saghirun, small bird. Okay, so they want you to do that, inshallah. Okay. So ضع في المكان الخالي في الجمل الآتية منعوتا مناسبا. So now they want to switch it around on you. So this is all these exercises to really enforce the concept of the nat, the adjective, and the man'ut, the noun that it's qualifying. It's trying to get you trying to drill this concept into your minds. Okay, so here we have okay, so fill in the blank in each of the following sentences with a suitable man'ut. Okay, so now we have here we had, look at this, al-Arabiyatu lughatun. So Arabic is a language. What kind of language? Sahlatun, an easy language. So now what they've done here, oh, they've taken the lughatun away here from you. So al-Arabiyatu blank sahlatun. So Arabic blank easy. So what is it? It's a lughatun, a language, an easy language. Okay, so Ammarun, what about Ammar? Tajirun ghaniyun. Okay, Ammarun blank wealthy. Okay, so they want you to put in a noun here, a suitable noun that is being described. Okay, Faysalun, Faysal is something. Kaslanu, you can say talibun, student, so is a lazy student. Okay, so I think you guys get the point here. So something qadimun, old. Hada, something. Maksurun, broken. Okay, so think of words to put in here, and you can use previous sentence constructions up here to figure that out and decipher what you need to put in here, inshallah. So read Iqra. Kaslanu, Jo'anu, Abshanu, Mel'anu, okay, on this construction or this pattern, these nouns do not take nunation, which is tanween, right? Okay, so they want you to read these out here. I'm going to read them out, but I'll also send the audio file for it as well too, inshallah. So Ana Jo'anu. Anta Jo'anu. So Ana Jo'anu, I'm hungry. Okay. Anta Jo'anu, are you hungry? La, Ana Atshanu. No, I'm thirsty. Okay. لماذا المدرس غضبان اليوم? Why is the teacher so angry, or why is the teacher angry today? Okay. لماذا, لماذا, why? That's what لماذا means. لماذا, why? المدرس, the teacher. Why is the teacher غضبان, غضبان, angry? Okay. اليوم, today. Okay. الكوب ملآن, the cup. الكوب ملآن is full. ملآن. Okay. That's what ملآن means, full. The kub, the cup, is full to the brim. Okay. Naam. Okay. So, and here are some new words. اللغة, language. الطائر, the bird. جوعان, hungry. غضبان, angry. شهير, famous. اليوم, today. عطشان, or the day. عطشان, thirsty. العصفور, sparrow. اليوم, today. ملآن, full. كسلان, lazy. al-madinatu, the city. Okay. Now, okay. Does anybody have any questions at all regarding? So today we covered the adjective and the noun it qualifies. So what is, how do we say adjective in Arabic? What was the terminology used?
Night.
Na'tun. Okay. Na'tun. Okay. And the noun it qualifies is called what?
The
Man. It kind of sounds like not. Kind of sounds like not. Na'tun, man'utun.
Manutun.
Okay. Now. Okay. And again, the nominal sentence starts with a verb or a noun.
Noun.
Great. Okay. And the nominal sentence starts with a noun. Okay. And the pillars of the nominal sentence are two. What are they in Arabic and English?
Subject and
subject and the
predicate.
Okay. And subject in Arabic is called what?
Muntadun.
Al-mubtada'u
Mubtada'u.
and al-khabaru.
Al-khabaru.
Okay, Sister Mariana. No, yes, mashallah, you got it right too. Sorry, I wasn't okay, mashallah. Okay, no problem. Inshallah, next class, inshallah, you get a microphone. Inshallah, like to hear you guys, participate. So okay, great. So that's the concept of a nat adjective, al-man'ut, the noun that adjective qualifies. Can somebody tell me now, subhanallah, may Allah give you a new laptop. I mean, okay, so what are the four things? I mentioned one extra that wasn't listed here. What are the four things the adjective has to agree with the thing it's describing in? Okay, so you have the thing that's being described. So the adjective has to agree with that thing in four things to be able to be qualified as the role of an adjective. So what are those things? Okay, beautiful. So Mariana said gender, case. Okay, perfect. So that's two. Okay, what else?
It has to have a subject.
No. The nominal sentence does, yeah, but okay, yeah, Mariana got it again. So definite or indefinite. So the four things that the adjective has to agree with the thing it's describing is it has to agree in gender, in case, definite or indefinite, and yes, and number. Good job, Mariana. So so those are the four things that when that adjective has that qualifies that as an adjective. It has to agree with the thing it's describing in four things. Great. So yeah, today's lesson was about the adjective. And so next lesson, inshallah, lesson 9 is split into two sections here. The next lesson we will learn something called ism mawsul. Okay. And we we'll cover that inshallah next class. So alladhi, for example, alladhi. So here, man dhalika ar-rajulu at-tawilu, who is that tall man? Alladhi, whom, kharaj al-ana, who left right now, min al-madrasati, from the school. So alladhi, so who or whom, or it can be which when you're talking about something else. Okay, so yeah, وَمَنِ الْوَلَدُ الصَّغِيرُ, and who is the small boy who خرج الآن من الفصل, who left from the class right now. Okay, so الذي, التي, الذين, you guys must have heard of الذين or الذي so many times when you're reading Quran. Okay, so mashallah, so we're going to learn about that next class bi'idhnillah. Okay, so we'll stop here. This a really informative lesson. I think I hope that the concept of everything sunk into you guys, into your minds, inshallah. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I will send this chart to you guys as well. Where was it? Oh, actually here. Yeah, this was al-Jumlatul Ismiya. Yeah, so this is, I mean, we went over this today here as a review. So at-ta'amu, so the food, jayyidun, is good. Mubtada, khabar. Okay, hadihi madrasatun. Hadihi is the mubtada, madrasatun is the khabar. Okay, is the subject. So subject, everything in red is the subject, everything in black here is the predicate. Okay, huwa, okay, and then mughamirun. Okay, now, okay, so inshallah, I'll send this to you guys, but you have even a better chart that I sent you previously, so maybe this isn't even really needed. But yeah, inshallah, we'll stop here. If you have any questions, please reach out to me in the group and I'll send over the audio. Hopefully I'll try my best to do it today, just so you have it in advance and not at the end of the week. So inshallah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Stop sharing here. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care, inshallah. Don't forget me in your dua. Barakallah fikum. And I'll see you guys next week, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وجزاكم. جزاكم النصار.